It's with a heavy heart that I come to the floor and pay tribute to former Oklahoma Senator Jim Inhofe, a dear friend who honorably served the people of the Sooner State. Senator Inhofe led a life of public service, first as a soldier in the U.S. Army and then in several other roles in elected office at all levels of government. It was evident how much he truly loved leading and representing his community, the people of Oklahoma and our country. I had the honor and privilege of serving with Senator Inhofe and developing a relationship based not just on our shared responsibilities and interests, but also on our faith and our values. We originally met when I was a member of the House of Representatives and had the opportunity to join one of his congressional delegation trips. As someone I grew to deeply respect and admire, his encouragement for me to run for the Senate was a very important part of why I chose to launch the campaign. And I consider it a blessing that I got to work alongside Senator Inhofe for 12 years together in this chamber. He was a leader on the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee when I was a junior member, and I learned so much from simply observing him. But he was also gracious enough to view me as a partner. A decade ago, I invited the senator to Fort Smith, Arkansas, my hometown, a community bordering Oklahoma, and he took me up on the offer. Our states are neighbors, so naturally we worked together on a number of initiatives. Those included advocating for infrastructure improvements such as the McClellan-Kerr Arkansas River Navigation System and a future interstate designation from U.S. Route 412 in Arkansas to I-35 in Oklahoma, and the list goes on and on and on. I often cited Senator Inhofe's leadership on the EPW committee as a great example of bipartisanship. He and his counterpart, former California Senator Barbara Boxer, came from very, very different backgrounds and had different beliefs, but found common ground and accomplished truly remarkable feats like rewriting a chemical safety law and crafting the first long-term highway bill in a decade. That simply was not moving. Both of them had a tremendous sense of responsibility regarding infrastructure and believed very strongly. So they were able to overcome their differences and do what many felt like couldn't be done. Another thing you learned about him while traveling together was that he maintained a very, very rigorous schedule while on congressional delegation trips. In fact, in every facet of his life. And they were usually whirlwinds, and there was more than one occasion where he'd set out on a morning power walk and only find his way back to the group. He's like me, he had no sense of direction at all. With the help of landmarks and locals who had probably had no idea he was an influential statesman and dignitary. I truly enjoyed traveling with him on multiple codels as we met so many American troops serving abroad while learning more about how to better support their needs and mission, defending the interest of our country. Knowing Senator Inhofe at all meant you understood that he and his wife, Kay, had a very special marriage, a very special relationship. They filled their home with love and family, and those priorities informed everything he stood for. My wife, Kathy, and I will be forever grateful for Jim and Kay's friendship. Our prayers are with Kay and the entire Inhofe family as they honor the life and legacy of their beloved husband, father, and grandfather. Senator Inhofe was someone that my former coach at the University of Arkansas, Frank Broyles, would describe as a giver, not a taker. There's no better compliment that we can pay him than that.